guys, welcome to my channel. So in today's video I have this family that went viral because they currently are living in a one-bedroom apartment with 6 children, and the woman is currently pregnant. The man is working but doesn't make enough to take care of his family. So this is getting a little bit messy because this video is going to have an update on the man's first baby mama. I heard he came out. I'm still trying to find the video. I can't find it yet. I just hear people's stitches about it. So I'm going to make sure I find her video, giving her opinion on what's going on, giving her story and giving other people's stitches on that. So right now I'm just giving y'all fresh on, what I've gathered so far. All right, let's get started.
We're a family of 6 going on 7, living in a one-bedroom apartment. As the kids grow older, that means we constantly have to adapt our environment to give them more means for privacy and extra space.
This is insanity at its finest. I'm not one to judge a mom, but this is crazy. You have to move your kitchen table out of the kitchen so your kids can sleep on the floor. And then you're having more kids. You're not financially stable with the ones that you have, but you want to grow your family. It doesn't make sense to me. And you speak about judgment in your post. You put this on the internet for everybody to see. Of course, we are going to judge you because we know that it's not right. Stop having kids and learn how to become financially stable for the ones that you do have. This is actually very sad because this continues to happen time and time again. It's very selfish. It's very selfish when you can't even give your children, the ones that you already have in this world, the proper home, the proper lifestyle, but then you want to continue to have kids. I don't understand. Y'all make me sick. I get so mad over people I don't know. But I want it to change. I want to see people doing better. Not bringing children into poverty. That's selfishness at its finest.
As you can read in the caption above, we're a family of 6 going on 7, living in a one-bedroom apartment.
Family of 6 going on 7, living in a one-bedroom apartment. Okay.
As the kids grow older, that means we constantly have to adapt our environment.
Constantly adapting the environment, but you're still in a one-bedroom apartment. What's the environmental change here?
To give them more means for privacy and extra space.
How does a family of 6 in a one-bedroom apartment find extra what?
When outside our environment appears cluttered, disorganized, what have you.
Clutter and disorganization actually negatively impacts children's holistic development. Did you know that? And your response is, but what have you? Make it make sense.
The instant judgment me and my husband receive, why have so many kids if you don't have enough space for them?
Because generally it is illegal to have 6 people living in a one-bedroom apartment just because of the limitation of the space available. Did you know that?
See, my perception is judgment comes from a place of not having the experience.
Yeah, I would hope there's not too many families of 6 expecting a 7th living in a one-bedroom apartment because, why?
I do everything I can to keep our environment clean and tidy.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but couldn't, putting a pause on having children help keep the environment, you know what I mean? I don't know anymore. What? Be so for real.
I don't think you're classist or you hate poor people just for saying, hey, y'all had enough people living in that one bedroom. You didn't need to create another. And this is coming from someone who lived in a situation with 5 people in a one bedroom. My mom got the room. Me and my 3 siblings would sleep on the pull-out couch in the living room. So when I saw the initial video that went viral, I wasn't coming from a place of judgment. I really wanted to know, man, how did they find themselves in this situation? So I scroll all the way down to 2022 when she first started doing content. And when she met this man, she had 2 children, he had 1 child. So they're an instant family of 5, and they were living in that same 1-bedroom apartment. Okay, those 3 babies were sleeping in the living room, and guess what? Her man actively trying to have another baby. I think that's the part that throws people off. It wasn't a oopsie, it wasn't an accident. No, they planned to have this baby. And 9 times out of 10, the one that she's pregnant with now, they planned for that one as well, but they didn't plan to upgrade their space. That's the part that's frustrating. That's the part that I can't get behind. And I'm actually happy for her that she was able to kind of get this following, and hopefully she seizes this opportunity and makes something of it and makes the best of it and is able to change their financial situation. But I don't know if changing the financial situation is really going to change the living situation, because I've also seen a video where she said their dream is to own a tiny home. And it's like, babes, you got an extra large family. Y'all can't fit in no tiny home. Not right now, at least. Not right now. So I really do hope the best for her and her family. And I've seen people say, well, at least they got a roof over their head. And I really do understand that. But the quality of the roof matters as well. Again, this is coming from someone who's been in a situation like that. We've shared homes with my aunts and cousins. I literally slept on a couch all the way up to college. I didn't get my own room until college. And I'm not saying that she needs to have a 4, 5, 6 bedroom home to have her big family, but 2 or 3 bedrooms could help.
And baby, let's talk about it. Because whether y'all want to hear it or not, these are facts. Now, I did my research and got a little more information. Now, did y'all see that family living in that 1 bedroom? Yes. So apparently, the guy already had some kids and she had some kids, and they band together and came together and got in that little shoebox of an apartment. It's no way I have my own apartment and I told a man that already had some kids to come live with me. Then they saying that he work 150 hours. Baby, get a new job. There's no way you have to work 40. 40 is already enough. 150? Then you got the kids sleeping in the kitchen? Like, baby, that's unsanitary. Got kids laying on top of the refrigerator, in between the washer and dryer. Man, I'm so sick of people talking about, oh, they look happy, they look fed. What? They're happy because that's all they know. Let them see other kids with their own room. I guarantee you they will not be happy no more. And then, I know y'all don't want to hear this, but let that have been a black woman. CPS would have been called ASAP. And y'all know it. CPS would have been called. But since she fair-skinned, it's all they doing the best that they can. Y'all would have dragged them to filth. But anyway.
Y'all have been nice. I am not going to be. To those parents that got those 6 kids and currently pregnant with their 7th, living in that 1 bedroom apartment, sleeping in the living room or parts of the kitchen, and meanwhile they ass is sleeping in the master bedroom with the PlayStation 5 and a big screen TV, I hope y'all know y'all ain't shit. And hell no, this is not bullying or harassment. This is exactly what the fuck it sounds like. This shit is exactly the reason why some of us did not get into social work or become some damn teachers. Because some of y'all irritate the fuck out of our spirits. Because no, none of this shit actually makes sense. It costs more to have 3 more kids than you already had when you met than it does for you to upgrade your entire living situation. It literally costs $13,000 to give birth to 1 child. A C-section is $22,000. And a home birth is between $1,500 and $5,000. All that money you could have saved to get your life right first. And y'all could have put a down payment on a house or a condo or some shit. But y'all ass didn't do that shit. Y'all chose to have 7 kids sleeping on the floor in a 1 bedroom apartment, living in poverty. I'm gonna be honest, some of y'all just care about having a place to fuck somebody at and not care about shit else.
6 kids in a 1 bedroom apartment and y'all are sitting here talking about people being elitists? Shut up. Shut up. Do me a favor and shut up, right? Like, y'all always want somebody to give grace. I'll tell you when I give grace. I give grace to a situation where you got a family of 6 where the mama and daddy was doing everything they could to provide for their children, and then something unfortunate happens, like somebody lose their job and they fall into hard times and now they struggling. That I give grace to. That I can understand. But I can't understand no woman with 2 kids getting with a Pookie who got a child, and then them getting together, having a baby, and then her being pregnant with another baby, knowing that they can't afford nothing but a 1 bedroom apartment. All right, that I ain't got no grace for it. I ain't making no exceptions for it. I'm not gonna pretty that up. That makes no sense. That doesn't make sense. And then to add icing on the cake, you and Pookie somewhere laid up on a king-size bed with him playing a PlayStation 5. Meanwhile, you got your kids laying on these dirty cots in the kitchen floor over near the entryways that anybody could break in. That doesn't even make sense. Nothing about that makes sense. Nothing about that makes sense. And it is very disgusting. It's very disgusting that you would put your children in that position. And then every video where she's explaining and trying to make this make sense, it's always about her and Pookie. Well, me and him, what about them kids? We don't care about what you and Pookie want. Well, obviously, we can see what you and Pookie want. We see what y'all are doing, right? Pookie and Pookisha, like I said, this is a perfect example of the cautionary tale of when a Pookie meet a Pookisha and what ends up happening. Your kids are suffering. The kids are suffering, right? You sitting here talking about you would love to end up living in a tiny house. No, you don't. You don't want to live in no tiny house. Stop playing with us, all right? Because if you end up going viral like you plan on TikTok and you end up banking and making some money, the first thing you're going to do is go get a bigger place, all right? Don't play with us. Don't play in my face talking about you like this. You know, this is you and his dream is to have a big family and then force that big family into a small living space. Who wants that? Them kids don't want that. Them kids don't want that. And then you idiots who sitting around talking about children don't know when they poor. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. You don't remember when you was in school? Clearly kids know when you poor or when you lacking without something because they will let you know. As a child, if you're lacking within anything, when your child go to school, trust and believe them other kids gonna let them know. The kids gonna let them know. So don't play with me. The kids know that they being put in a situation. When you have children, the goal is to give that child a better life than what you had, not bring them here so that they can struggle. All right? If you and Pookie want to struggle, great. Do that. Love that for y'all. But don't be sitting here keep having all of these kids so that they have to suffer along with you and live in poverty with you. Like, y'all can miss me with all of this. This ain't got nothing to do with nobody being elitist or people hating poor people. We talking about people who make poor decisions. This ain't got nothing to do with poor people. This is people who make poor decisions.
Why is your little small baby, sleeping on a mattress pad in your kitchen? How does that make sense? Why are you in the master bedroom and you have 4 kids sleeping in your living room and kitchen? And you're clearing out a table to make room for one more that's on the way. You're a family of 7 living in a 1-bedroom apartment. What is going on? When do we draw the line? Why are your kids sleeping on blankets? Bitch, I'm so fucking twisted and just so, oh my God, appalled.
Miss Jenkins, it is 2024, okay? We are no longer going for potential, because just because he has potential does not mean he's going to use it clearly. What was your situation before you got with this man? Were you homeless and then y'all got a 1-bedroom together, or did you have the 1-bedroom for you and your kids and then you brought another man in with his child and y'all decided to have no kids? Because there is no way that you had a better situation than that and then you got with him and fell so in love that, oh yes, I'm just going to take my kids from this and go live in a 1-bedroom and put my kids on the floor. Why the hell your kids on the floor? Hold on. I understand that everybody has a downtime in their life. I get it. Trust me, I've been there. Hell, I'm still trying to keep my head above water, and I only have 2 children. But that is the reason why I did not have any more. Everybody be like, you're going to have another kid. You're going to have another kid. You look so young. Yeah, you going to help take care of it. I had 2 kids by the time I was 21, baby. I was breastfeeding on my 21st birthday. So I understand, struggling. I get it. But don't add to the struggle. That's the reason why I never had any more children. I don't give a fuck how young I look. I don't care how much I snap back. I'm not doing it. It's not happening. No. The fuck? Girl, ma'am, listen. You got these kids now. All I'm going to tell you is get yourself together for you and your kids and get the fuck on.
I cannot today. Aside from the obvious, like the PS5, dad doesn't have a job. The kids are sleeping on the literal floor. No beds whatsoever. Aside from all of that, I want to bring up the thing that actually breaks my heart the most for those kids. That their mother would post this online. I'm a former teacher and I promise you, word gets around how embarrassing and humiliating that their peers are going to see this. I do not like to mom shame, but this is one of those situations where there are solutions to the problems that we are having. Get a job, buy some beds. There are ways that they can provide for their kids and they're choosing not to. It's a choice. I just feel so sad for those kids.
Thank you so much for making it this far into the video. I wanted to just allow this to play. I didn't want to speak too much like I did in my last videos. So moving forward, I just want to give my opinion at the end of each video and see, how that works out. I think some people like it when I give my opinion after, each video or a certain amount of videos, and some people prefer it when I give it all the way at the end. I've tried all of it, so, I don't really mind at this point, either or. But my opinion on this, story is, it's really actually just a question. For the people who are forcing child-free people to have children, is this what you want for us? Is this the type of life that you want for us? Right? Because when we say, hey, we're not financially stable, it's because of the economy, we have traumas that we need to heal and stuff like that, we just don't think we're ready. Is this what you want for us? Because when I think about it, this woman definitely has a king, pregnancy king, or whatever relating to that situation. She has a king. Okay, I know she does. And people who hasn't healed, who hasn't done the work, figure out what it is that they truly want, are using children. Children are just becoming casualties now. And it's like, because I heard in one of the stitches that I watched, the guy told her, if you go viral, we'll have two more children. That was before she got pregnant. So morons are allowed to have children because there's no prerequisite, right? And when we say we've thought about our decision to not have kids, we get so much hate, right? And I want to know, are these people not selfish? What's your stance? If you're someone who doesn't like child-free people, who doesn't like the fact that people are choosing not to have kids now, and not having kids is selfish in your opinion, I want your true and honest opinion on this story. I really want to know. I want to know, because anyways, I don't want to make this video too long, because I'm getting tired. I'm tired. Yeah, I'm getting a little tired. hmm Thank you so much. I hope you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next video. I'm just tired, y'all. I'm tired of this conversation. So I don't even think I'm going to bring it up anymore.